The story begins again in the elevator. I hope nothing weird happens again when I get home this time. At the same time, I also hope that baby can calm down for a while.
I'm off to a concert tonight. Could someone pop over and check in on my little prince?
As he spoke, the elevator had already reached the floor he was going to. Come to the second floor to see how baby is doing. However, after opening the door, the room was in chaos, and there was another victim. Then the baby locked the door. Following the same victimized rabbit, it may be able to lead us to some safer places. Rabbit leave footprints on the ground. This prevents players from losing track. The rabbit takes the player back to the temporary safety of the elevator. The protagonist who returns to the elevator has nowhere to go. I had no choice but to follow the elevator down to a safer floor. But unfortunately, the elevator happened to break down at this time. I can only pray that everything will be safe. After reaching the floor, the electric door was stuck, leaving only a small gap, but I could push the elevator open. Keep following this rabbit, a safe place may be almost there. Unfortunately, the door in front of this rabbit was suddenly locked. Why is there an extra door in the wall? The room layout is very good, but the baby still scratches. There are a total of 4 pieces of sheet music placed in the room, but only 3 pieces of music placed vertically are correct. The remaining sheet of music that is horizontal is wrong. Sure enough, after putting together the music score, the baby can also be attracted by this beautiful music. Suddenly, the baby fell on the piano. A button suddenly appeared on the piano. After pressing the button, the mural was removed and a secret passage appeared. At the end of the secret passage, there is a door space blocked by a wooden board. There happens to be a useful hammer next to the wooden board. Knock off the bottom 3 wooden boards to reach this area. I don't care about the CDs on the cabinet. I hope this CD is really useful. The sudden burst of steam startled me. Fortunately, this CD attracted the baby and took the opportunity to take the key from his hand. At the end of the sealed room is an escape elevator. However, the elevator had no power and could not run. A locked door on the right also opened at this time. There are footprints on the ground. Unfortunately, the rabbit seems to have been caught by the baby. A power distribution room suddenly appeared at the end of the corridor, but it happened to be helpful to me. The numbers written on the wall may be a password. Take the blue battery from the shelf and put it into the power box first. Very good, the password is used here. The last 2 codes are in the cabinet closest to the wall. There are a lot of gold coins in the cabinet next to it. Use gold coins to buy pink batteries in the machine. Put the pink battery into the pink electrical box. However, at this moment the baby took the blue battery and broke it. Throw the naughty baby into the previously opened ventilation duct. Luckily there are still a lot of batteries on the shelf. Put 2 batteries at the same time and then pull down the handle. The road in the opposite direction becomes like the red hell. I can finally escape this nightmare. It will take some time for the elevator to arrive here. The evil baby appears again. The evil baby asks the door he must pass through, but there is always a corresponding key on the table. But it is not easy to find 2 corresponding keys among so many keys. It would be better to stay calm. By the way, aim the key at the lock and then click on the screen, otherwise the key will be discarded. You should still remember the familiar corridor. Yes, we went around in a circle and then went back to the elevator. After saying goodbye to the baby who has not yet grasped the solution, take the elevator to escape from this place. I hope the elevator won't break down again this time. The destination the elevator reaches is a bit strange. There is also an extra elevator at the end of the 2nd floor. Never break down. The destination we arrived this time was even more terrifying. The locked door is still there. Fortunately, there is a key on the chair in the bedroom. You should have noticed the pink key on the table. It must be useful. By the way, the pink key in hell is broken. This music is also quite comfortable. Overdone. After opening the door, there is an extra long staircase leading upwards. And the environment here is very dark. Damn it, what's that sound? If this were real, it would really scare people. Bright corridor, finally able to see the light. But I always feel something is wrong. Damn it, strange enough. I thought it was a safe place, but I didn't expect it to be a scary and strange corridor. Frequent strange things make me feel weird. Familiar hallway. Is this a cycle? But this time it's more dangerous. Be careful with those TVs. Otherwise, we will be hypnotized and trapped in the cycle of taking care of the baby. You probably don't want this. It was so dangerous, I was almost hypnotized. The 3rd cycle has begun. This time I finally see the door to escape, and I don't have to continue to be trapped in a loop. But the door right in front of you can never be grasped. Finally stopped. The naughty baby appears again and disrupts the escape plan. This fall was really painful.
Towards the exit, the tiny rabbit hopped.
Magic space. Magical corridor. When there is no road ahead, turning back is often the best choice. I don't know if this space has an end. If you are smart, you should remember that these pictures appeared in the storybook in Act 1.
I need new friends more now.
This may be the end.
I'll bring you some, don't worry now.
Good, I already see the escape door. At this time, the speed is controlled by a mysterious force. making the protagonist very slow. However, after opening it, he did not escape. The cradle is a trap. The real method is to drop the baby from the sky into the wall. I always feel like this scary eye is staring at me. The bridge just arises. This rabbit helps me lead the way again. There seemed to be something wrong with that mural just now. After getting closer, a symbol appears. Find the correct door that matches the one you just saw on the 3 opposite doors. I ran away immediately, but the devil baby stood in front of me. Remember, going left is always right. The devil baby appears again. Don't forget to remember the symbols on the wall during your journey. By the way, only the symbol that appears for the first time is determined, the rest are random. If you go to the wrong door, you will be caught by the devil baby with his face. You should have memorized the symbols for me before, right? Run away immediately after opening the door. Fortunately, this rabbit took me to a temporarily safe place. In this case, the only option is to fall down and escape through the ventilation duct. This is high enough. The baby still hasn't given up on chasing the protagonist. I don't know if it has because I suddenly became smaller or because this area is huge. This is dangerous enough. You need to be careful with the baby, but you also need to prevent being hit by huge objects. In such a harsh environment, the rabbit still helped the protagonist escape from the clutches of the baby. Finally open the door. Go to the light area and survive. Thanks for watching.